Long, long ago, in a quiet village, nestled among rolling green hills and crystal-clear rivers, there lived an elderly couple. The husband was a kind and hard-working woodcutter, and his wife was a gentle and caring woman who spent her days tending to their small home and garden. Though they were content with their simple life, they often felt a deep sadness in their hearts, for they had no children to call their own. They would watch the village children play and laugh, and they longed for a child to fill their home with joy. One sunny morning, the old woman went down to the river to wash clothes. As she did every week, the river sparkled under the sunlight, and the sound of the flowing water was soothing. As she scrubbed the clothes against the smooth stones, she noticed something unusual floating downstream. It was a large, round object, bobbing gently on the surface of the water. Curious, she waded into the river and reached out to grab it. To her astonishment, it was a giant peach bigger than any she had ever seen. Its skin was a soft, golden pink, and it smelled sweet and fragrant. The old woman carefully carried the peach back to her home, excited to show her husband. When the old man saw the enormous fruit, he was just as amazed as she was. "What a marvelous peach," he exclaimed. "It must be a gift from the heavens." The couple decided to cut the peach open and share it. But as soon as the old man took a knife and sliced it in half, something incredible happened. The peach split open, and inside was not the usual pit, but a healthy, smiling baby boy. The old woman gasped in delight, and tears of joy streamed down her face. "It's a miracle," she cried. The old man, equally overjoyed, carefully lifted the baby out of the peach. The child laughed and cooed, filling the small house with happiness for the first time in years. The couple decided to name the boy Momotaro, which means Peach Boy, in honor of the miraculous way he had come into their lives. Momotaro's childhood. Momotaro grew up to be a strong, kind, and courageous boy. He was loved not only by his adoptive parents, but also by everyone in the village. He helped the old man with his work in the fields and the forest, and he assisted the old woman with her chores around the house. Despite his young age, Momotaro was unusually strong and mature for his years. He could carry heavy loads of firewood with ease, and he was always willing to lend a hand to anyone in need. As the years passed, Momotaro became known throughout the village for his bravery and sense of justice. He would stand up to bullies, protect the weak, and always do what was right. The villagers often said that Momotaro was no ordinary boy, was destined for greatness. One evening, as the family sat together, eating dinner, they heard a commotion outside. A group of travelers had arrived in the village, and they brought troubling news. "A band of demons has been terrorizing the land," one of the travelers said. "They live on a distant island and raid villages, stealing food, treasure, and even kidnapping people. No one has been able to stop them." The villagers were frightened, but Momotaro's eyes burned with determination. "I will go to the island and defeat the demons," he declared. The old couple was worried for their son's safety, but they knew that Momotaro was no ordinary boy. They trusted in his strength and courage. The journey begins. The next morning, Momotaro prepared for his journey. The old woman packed a bag of kibi, dango millet dumplings, a special treat she had made for him. These dumplings were not only delicious, but also gave strength to those who ate them. The old man gave Momotaro a sturdy staff and a small knife for protection. With tears in their eyes, the couple bid their son farewell, praying for his safe return. As Momotaro walked down the path leading out of the village, he soon encountered a dog. The dog was large and strong, with a shiny coat and sharp eyes. "Where are you going, young man?" the dog asked. "I am going to the Demon's Island to defeat them and bring peace to the land," Momotaro replied. The dog's ears perked up. "That is a noble quest. May I join you? I am strong and loyal, and I will fight by your side." Momotaro smiled and handed the dog a kibi dango. "Welcome, friend. Together, we will be stronger." The two continued on their way, and before long, they met a monkey. The monkey was clever and agile, swinging down from a tree to greet them. "Where are you headed?" the monkey asked. "We are going to defeat the demons on the distant island," Momotaro explained. The monkey's eyes sparkled with excitement. "I would like to join you. I am quick and clever, and I can help you in many ways." Momotaro gave the monkey a kibi, dango, and the three companions set off together. As they traveled, they encountered a pheasant. The bird had beautiful feathers and a sharp beak. "What brings you here?" the pheasant asked. "We are on a mission to defeat the demons and restore peace," Momotaro said. The pheasant flapped its wings proudly. "I would be honored to join you. I can fly high and see things from above, and I am fierce in battle." Momotaro welcomed the pheasant with a kibi, dango, and the group of four continued their journey. The Demon's Island. After many days of travel, Momotaro and his companions reached the coast. In the distance, they could see the demon's island, shrouded in dark clouds. The sea was rough, but the friends were determined. They found a small boat and rowed to the island, their hearts filled with resolve. When they arrived, they were met with a grim sight. The island was barren and desolate, with jagged rocks and twisted trees. In the center of the island stood a massive fortress, where the demons lived. The air was thick with tension, and the sound of distant drums echoed ominously. Momotaro turned to his friends. "This is it. Stay close, and remember why we are here. We fight not for ourselves, but for the people who have suffered." The dog, monkey, and pheasant nodded, their eyes filled with determination. Together, they approached the fortress. The battle with the demons. The demons were taken by surprise. When Momotaro and his companions stormed the fortress, the dog bit and clawed at the demons, the monkey used its agility to outmaneuver them, and the pheasant pecked at their eyes with its sharp beak. Momotaro, wielding his staff and knife, fought with unmatched strength and courage. The battle was fierce, but Momotaro and his friends worked together seamlessly. The demons, who had never faced such a united and determined force, began to falter. One by one, they fell, until only the Demon King remained. The Demon King was a towering figure with sharp horns and glowing red eyes. He roared in anger, but Momotaro stood his ground. "Your reign of terror ends here," Momotaro declared. With a final, powerful strike, Momotaro defeated the Demon King. The remaining demons surrendered, begging for mercy. Momotaro, ever just and compassionate, spared their lives on the condition that they would never harm anyone again. The return home. Momotaro and his companions searched the fortress and found the stolen treasure and kidnapped villagers. They freed the captives and gathered the treasure, loading it onto the boat. The journey back to the village was filled with joy and relief. When they arrived, the villagers celebrated Momotaro as a hero. The old couple wept tears of happiness, overjoyed to have their son home safe and sound. Momotaro shared the treasure with the village, ensuring that everyone would live in prosperity. From that day on, Momotaro was known as the bravest and most selfless hero in the land. He continued to protect the village and its people, living a long and happy life with his family and friends.